worth of contracts, worth of new construction or additions or renovation contracts. That's a lot of referrals from sending out approximately 200 cards a month, what I send out. That's a great return on my investment. For 200 bucks, if I can get about $500,000 worth of business, I'll do it every day. And that's what it brings me. That's about the average. So it's a super system to use. Not only that, I started sharing this with some of my friends. Probably the first go-getter that I ever sponsored was a gentleman named Rick Shivers in my downline in my organization. And I was a manager when I sponsored Rick. He was actually the 14th person I sponsored. I signed everybody up. Everybody always gets frustrated. Are all you distributors in here? Let me see a show of hands how many people are distributors. How many of y'all get aggravated when you sign somebody up and they do absolutely nothing? And you want it worse than they do. Well, it happens to everybody. And the numbers, just so y'all know, the numbers are about 25 people. You got to sponsor 25 people to get one that works. So if you aren't going to sponsor 25 people, you're wasting your time in this business. Not just this company, but any direct selling business. But Mr. Shivers was the 14th person I sponsored. And he sponsored the next person himself, which put me to senior manager. It took me about a year to get to that rank. Basically, I wasn't really working this business. It took Rick 3 months. You know, Rick knew how to network. I didn't. And Rick taught me a lot, being on my downline. But since then, you know, I've sponsored 32 people directly to me, and I helped them get to manager, and I helped them grow, grow their business. This is my daughter right here, Caitlin, who lives in Nashville now, and she's 3 reps away from being a senior manager, which is good. But that's what you have to do, is help train these people how to get to these next ranks, and that's what we do back at home. You know, this is a very powerful business, and you can make a lot of money with this system. I'm going to show a few of you how I use this service. A couple of you don't know, you've never seen it before. Wes, I'm going to pick on you if you don't mind, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. All right, Wes, what this is this is an online contact manager. This is like the engine of the machine here. This is the meat and potatoes. All right, and it takes me to this screen, and I'm going to add you in here, add you in my contact manager. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, now you go by Wes or Wesley?
Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley, what's your last name?
Brown like the color.
Brown like the color. All right, what's your mailing address, Wesley?
It's going to be 58 London Lane.
Yep.
In Anger, North Carolina.
Andrew?
Yeah, Anger, A-N-G-I-E-R.
Yeah, that's in North Carolina. Well, you drove a long way for this meeting too, didn't you?
Well, I stay here in Nashville, but that's my home address.
What's your zip code?
27501.
All right. I'm going to get your cell number here too.
All right, that's fine.
What is
863 area code.
863
272
272
3667.
3667. And your birthday?
Is 5/27/94.
Anytime he gets a birthday, Wesley, just to let you know, he's going to send you a big premium box, and it has like brownies and cookies and truffles.
No, Wes, are you married?
I am not.
No kids?
Nope.
All right, I'm going to save you right here. And that's how the system works. And 14 days prior to your birthday coming up in May, I'm going to get a reminder saying, send Wesley a birthday card. And then I'm going to go in and act on that prompting. I'm going to go in and do that. So that's how our system works. Let me show you how you make money with this system. Any of y'all care about making money?
Yeah.
A few of you? All right, this is the sheet that I use right here, the opportunity sheet. And it basically goes over a little bit of what Laurie just talked about earlier. But I like using this sheet. I can kind of walk people through it. Might need to download this thing. I guess you can download this sheet, can you?
It's almost loaded, yeah. It looks like it.
This fry's good. All right, like Laurie said earlier, You can use this system in 2 different ways. The first way is you can be a customer. For $39 a month, the customer can use this service the same way I can. The second way is to be a distributor. For a one-time fee of $395, you get all those great things that Laura talked about earlier, and your subscription is $31 a month. This is how you make money with this system. All right, one of these things you get for free when you sign up as a marketing distributor is these 10 customer accounts, these free gift accounts. All right, Wesley, if I signed you up right now today, okay, we're going to give away 2 of these customer gift accounts ASAP. We're going to do it before your behind gets out of that chair. All right? We're going to give them to your mom or a friend or a family member or somebody like that. We're going to give 2 of them away. And if you do that within 7 days, they send you a check for $50 in the mail. So that's $50 back from your $395. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go get you 3 reps. Your first 3 reps we're going to find in the first week. All right, you're going to look for 3 people in a week. So I'm going to get you to make a list. I'm going to say write down everybody you know. I don't care if you like them or not. Write everybody you know, write their names down. And after you get their names down, write everybody they know on the list. Okay? Then we can go through and qualify them. Different ways you can do that. But we're going to find you 3 people in a week, because you're going to have a few hundred names on that list. Yeah. All right, but we're going to know at least 3 people who want to go out and make some money with this business. So when we go show this system to them, you're going to have 3 people sign up in a week. We're going to get those 3 people, they're two free customers, and that's going to send them that $50, and that's going to send you $140. You're going to get $140 for each one, so that's $420 in your first week. That's what we're going to do, okay? Now the next thing you do is whenever you do that, you become a manager. And with your new rank of manager, you get a pay raise. You now get another $100. So instead of $140, you're now getting $240, and that's a one-time bonus. That also unlocks your leadership bonuses. You now get a $100 bonus on the first 3 reps that you sign up. So those first 3 people you sign up in that manager ring, or first 12, or however many you get in there, you make $100 on the first 3 people they sponsor. So if you were to sponsor Caitlin, for example, she's in your manager group. The first 3 people she signs up, you're going to get $100 from each one of them. The first 3 they sign up, you're going to get $100. The first 3 they sign up, you're going to get a $100 bonus. So it's on and on and on. Now this is a wonderful example of perfection. This will absolutely never happen. This is my disclaimer for this. You'll win the lottery about 5 or 6 times before this ever happens. But what this is saying is, this is your manager rank right here. If you sign up 3 people, and for whatever reason you don't sign up anymore, you're going to make about $20 a month off of those 3 people. That's your residual income. You're getting that income off of those people's subscriptions, their monthly subscriptions, whenever they pay that every month. Now these 3 reps, they go on and get 3 more reps. They say, if you can do it, I can do it. All right, you're going to make off of those 9 people about $60 a month. You're making about $80 a month now. And it goes on and on and on. Those 9 get 3, these 27 get 3, these 81 get 3. It goes on down to 7 levels right here. This takes about 4 or 5 years for the person who's working, the average person who's working in this business. All right. So in 4 or 5 years from doing this business, you'd have made these $100 bonuses right here, $327,900. So average around $80,000 a year if you do it in 4 years. This is the best part right here. You would be making $27,000 a month every month. Every single month, when these people's debit credit card drafts for their monthly subscription, you're making $27,000 a month. Like I said, this is absolutely impossible to do. But let me show you what is possible. Okay? These 3 people right here, you don't have to stop at 3 people. Like I said earlier, I've sponsored 32 people right here, which isn't a whole lot. But if my business fails by 90%, I'm still going to hit this number. That's what I like about it. If 90% of my business fails, I'm going to hit that number. and I continue to add people in here. I rarely even do a presentation for myself now. I'm constantly giving presentations for team members. But by doing that, I will hit this number, and I'm going to hit it a lot quicker. All right. Now, Jimmy Dick, who's my mentor in this business, he's in my upline. He sponsored a few more people than me, not many. He sponsored about 45 people right up here in his first line, and he's been in this about the same length of time Lori has. He's been in this for about 10 years. Now, you know how many people he's got in this downline in about 10 years? He's got over 60,000 people. Where this is just showing about 3,700, 3,200 people, he's got over 10,000. His check is a little bit bigger than this. Yeah, this is a fraction of his check. And that's how it works. This business does work if you're consistent. That's what I like about it. I like it because nobody can tell me how much money I'm going to make next month or next year. Nobody decides when I get a pay raise, I do. That's what I like. If I want to go out and make twice as much money as I did this past month, I just go out and sign up a few more people. That's the power of leveraged residual income. Are any of you realtors in this room? Anybody a realtor? Nobody? Y'all need to be bringing a bunch of realtors in. Are you a realtor?
I'm an ex-realtor.
Ex-realtor? Okay. All right. Well, every realtor you know should be using this service. I've got a ton of realtors that use it, whether they're reps or customers, but they use this service. This is a very fantastic tool for realtors and builders. Actually, the first person I showed this system to when I became a rep was one of my realtors. I called him on the phone. I said, I've got something great I want to show you. Let's have lunch today. I'm buying. He sent me cards for everything. The time's changing. Happy Easter, happy birthday, happy Thanksgiving. He sent me whatever you can think of. I got cards from him every month. Well, when I sat down with him and started explaining this system to him, he said, Billy, you're talking about send out cards. I said, yes, sir, that's right. He said, I've been using it for 6 years. And I asked him, I said, well, why didn't you show this to me? He said, I'm not showing it to anybody. He said, I get 95% of my business from those cards. I'm not showing it to anybody. He said, how many people have you told about this thing? I said, you're the first one. He said, don't tell anybody else about it. That's what he said. And he was serious because he gets a ton of business off of it. Well, I did share it with a few people, who shared it with a few people, who shared it with a few people, and so forth. And I definitely have reaped the benefits. I've gotten several rewards from using this system from home after home after home and referrals of listings. One of the latest ones I listed is a fellow's house. Called me out of the blue. Billy, I want you to come to my house and list it. Meet me at the house. Can you meet me tomorrow at 10 o'clock? Yes, sir, absolutely. Okay, thank you. This is my address. I went to my computer. I pulled up, our system's called Nasvhille. Is that what yours was? It's a real estate website where I can pull up all the listings, past listings, all that sort of thing. You might have had a different site. But anyways, I pulled up his house. And I saw that he bought it 5 years earlier from one of our top agents in Sumter. She sells about $12 million a year in real estate, which is a pretty good bit of real estate. Okay? So, after I did that, I said, okay. So I just jotted down the information I wanted, met him in his house the next day, and showed up. Started talking to him, walking around the house, taking notes, taking pictures of his house. And he stopped me and he said, Billy, Jan sold me this house 5 years ago. I said, yes, sir, I saw that. I said, I'm just curious, why didn't you get her to list it? He said, she didn't send my son a birthday card. You did. I sent his son a 93-cent birthday card, and a few months later, I got a $319,000 listing. And a few months later, I sold it. So that one card got me about $7,000 in commission. Now that's not why I sent his son a birthday card, but that's the side effect of it. That's what it got me. Nowhere did I solicit in that card. I just said, happy birthday, hope you have a great day. Sincerely, Billy Aycock. That's all I put in my cards. That's it. I don't put any company name or anything like that. But it brings me these referrals. Since I sold his house, he told his sister about it. I listed her house. I got a contract on it, I sold it. She said, hey, we're buying my mom's house. I said, that's great. She said, well, my mom needs a place to live. She wants to build a house. Can you meet her? Sure. So now I'm building 2 houses. The fellow I just sold his house. I'm building his mama house now. And I've listed 2 houses out of sending 1 birthday card. But I can promise you this, all of them get cards for them. Thanks for the referral. Thanks for your business. Nice to meet you, and so forth. This is the most powerful follow-up tool that you can have and you can use. Whether you're doing this to make a fortune in this, which you can, or whether you're doing it to support the business you already have, this is the perfect company to be with. This is a vehicle. This is a great vehicle right here to get me where I want to go, which is wealth. There are several vehicles out there, but I could not think of one that meets the criteria that this one meets. Number one, it's got a product or service that's cheaper than you can find anywhere else. These people that are selling all of these drinks and weight loss products and all these kind of creams and stuff like that, you could probably get them cheaper somewhere else. But this one's the convenience of it, as far as sitting at my home and sending cards out in an instant, is amazing to me. And the feedback it gets me is great. Every single week I get people that call me and say, Billy, I got 200 happy birthdays on Facebook. I have 1 card in my mailbox. I appreciate it. That's pretty powerful. That's a fantastic service, a great service. And not only that, but it's tied to one of the best compensation plans I've ever seen in my life. When I build somebody a house, I'm only getting paid once. But when I show them how to do this service and how to leverage yourself, you get paid over and over and over and over and over and over again every single month. This is a fantastic business. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'm glad I waited till all y'all leave. That's good. That worked out. A lot of full mouths in the room. That's good.